Please leave a message after the
I can't even do this.
You can't even do it, man. That's how much of a fan you are.
I'm doing it the crooked way. Look, man, Game of Thrones is fucking over.
It really is, man.
Let me tell you something, man.
Also going to get a spin-off as well. It seems a spin-off is a natural thing nowadays.
Please, guys. That shit ain't going nowhere. Look, man, let me tell you something about Game of Thrones, yeah? I didn't even have to watch it. Game of Thrones was the only show, yeah? After I gave up in season 2 or 3, yeah? All I had to do was hear everyone else talk about it. Because the world loved this show so much, I knew everything that happened from everyone else's opinion. Now, did I go back and watch the best scenes on YouTube? Of course. I didn't have to watch it. Now, this last season, I heard constant complaining, constantly rushed, constant, and then it's like, it ended worse than I thought. Because I thought it was, when I was watching it, it was dragged out. Then I heard that this last season, they just rushed everything to hell. Done Daenerys wrong, Catface, if you're listening to this right now, you better stop listening because I know you're watching it. Don't want spoilers, fine. But
he's not up to date.
I think he's just catching up now. Maybe he has, or maybe I don't know. Either way, spoilers for Game of Thrones.
That's a dangerous game, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because there's spoilers are everywhere.
Whatever. Listen, I was happy that the show just tanked. What I'm not happy about is that these guys are directing a new Star Wars trilogy.
Yeah,
and I was just like, really, these guys? Okay, so, but yeah, let me hear your thoughts. I know you got something to say about Game of Thrones in general. I want to know what your experience has been as a Game of Thrones fan. If you watch the whole season, your whole thing, what do you think? How do you feel?
I was a late comer to Game of Thrones. I came in when the show was, I think, 4 seasons old. I think the 4th season was just either ending or starting, and that's when I started from scratch. And it's always not everyone always wants to be a snowflake. Like, I didn't really like Game of Thrones. I didn't get it. That wasn't my experience at all. I loved Game of Thrones. I thought Game of Thrones was...
So you watched it in bulk? The first 5 seasons?
Yeah, everything. Yeah, I watched the first, I can't remember, 4 or 5 seasons in bulk.
Okay.
Like, I think it was the first 4 seasons I just sped through.
Nice.
And then just as I finished, the 5th one was about to come out and I watched that with everyone else.
Nice.
Season 6, 7, etc., etc. And yeah, what a fantastic show! What a fantastic show! Amazing story.
Damn, even the ending, even what this last season, you weren't disappointed.
So okay, so
you're separating
let's
okay, my bad.
Let's get straight to it. Okay,
right,
so season 7 and season 8, more specifically, were they were delivered poorly, and by this stage, everyone knows that they are.
It's unanimous, by the way.
It's a unanimous decision.
Pretty much, yeah.
Nobody. You can't knock them for what they've done in terms of the visuals. The visuals of Game of Thrones have always been.
Do you know what I really liked about those visuals?
What?
How Starbucks got involved. You know, those visuals. That was some great visuals right there.
That was some great shade you just threw there. That was some classy shade. Anyway, it's all good, man.
Yeah, do you like that?
Some people were of the opinion that it was an intentional thing. Whatever, not fast.
Which is better to believe? They did that as a publicity stunt, or that they oversight?
They're both bad, yeah. Because one's either they're so poor and sloppy that they made that mistake. And
the Starbucks and the water bottle, yeah.
It happened twice, didn't it? Yeah.
The Starbucks and then the water bottle in last episode.
That's ridiculous, man. That is ridiculous. Anyway, yeah. So that's an example of what has happened. Everything has been just not good enough in terms of how some of the mistakes they made. And then there's the whole thing about the rushing. Honestly speaking, there should be, like, I think ultimately the studio made money. You know, Game of Thrones will go down in history as like one of the greatest shows of all time.
Yeah, epic fantasy.
So the studio is happy. Yeah, but I'm thinking in different circumstances, there could be some repercussions for the way they handled that last season.
In what sense? What do you mean by repercussions?
Like either monetary sanction, like maybe they get some of their wages cut, or they get maybe certain bonuses that they should have expected to receive based on the show's performance also cut, or maybe even okay. I wouldn't say HBO could sue them or something, because I'm sure they did everything within HBO's like guidelines. But
are you talking about the people who left the stuff in the show?
I'm talking about the not not them. I'm talking about the directors and the writers, the famous D&D.
Yeah, David,
DB Weiss and So I'm just like, why? Anyway, it's very peculiar for me the way they did that, because what they had in their hands was a show that everybody loved. Not everybody, of course, manifestation in yourself, but a lot of people loved it. It was a world phenomenon, and they had the opportunity to really just like finish it off and polish it off. I'm sure the Star Wars, head honchos would have been happy to like let them do what they're doing.
That's the conspiracy or theory right now, that when they got the Star Wars though, they just wanted to rush to the end, which is really that's
exactly how it looks.
That's
because
really bad, man.
What other reason is there? There's so many memes. You see the memes of game contrasting seasons 1 to 8 of Game of Thrones to a drawing of like a horse or something. And the first seasons 1 to 6 is the horse drawing looks amazing. It's like lifelike. And then when it gets to season 7
is
and
it
8,
a kid's drawing?
It looks like a kid's drawing, like a stick horse, basically.
Yeah,
and that's
they
what they've done.
And
yeah. But anyway, that in itself is sad.
The most meme thing I've seen in the final season?
What?
Like what was the thing that Bran said at the end that was meme to hell?
Bran, what about him?
The line he said is like, "You ready to be king?" He's like, what do you think I came
Oh
here for?
yeah, exactly.
That was meme to
how
hell.
People memeing how he like basically manipulated the whole story and
this is the guy that they chose to be king. This is the writing.
Yeah, it's very odd. It's so weird.
Do you want to hear the real odd thing? The writer George R. Martin has come out to say that, you know what? I'll be honest with you guys. If you guys think my books are gonna go in a much different direction, not that much. I just think he's trying to save face for them. When you said that, I think he's trying to save face for them.
I've seen a lot of like media about how he is protecting them.
He's supporting them.
They did a good job.
He's supporting them.
Apparently, he said that. Apparently, it's my understanding that he actually said you cannot make Game of Thrones without these guys. Like he handpicked them.
Yeah.
For the thing, so he kind of has to die by the sword. I forgot the name of how the phrase goes, but yeah, basically, you
mean fall on the sword?
That's the one, or you make your grave, lie in it, kind of thing. So if that's what he's doing, maybe so, or maybe he truly thinks that he did a decent job. I don't see how that's possible, but hey, ultimately, Game of Thrones will need to be respected at least. They need to be respected at least for what they did in terms of visuals.
Sure,
and we're gonna
great actors, man. Great
exactly,
actors. And great visuals.
What they did with the dragon, and it was just a shame. The pacing is the thing that let them down. Yeah. It's just the pacing, and that's it.
People that haven't watched this show has a legacy now, right? There's gonna be a new generation that watch it in bulk. They're gonna watch that legacy, and when they see that, it's gonna be horrible. It's a shame, man. And you know what? I thought Breaking Bad right at the end, right at the very end, when Jesse and I don't want to get spoiled, but right at the end, when there was like a freeway battle, I thought it was slightly rushed and it could have been extended and be really great, but that has lasted. And even in the retrospect, it still ages well.
Yeah,
I don't think this. I think this ending the Star season taints the series.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it taints the whole series on a whole.
100%.
They had a lot of things about a lot of characters, and they just rushed through it. People said if they had doubled the episodes in that last season, it might have helped. But yeah, either way, people are very upset. It's a shame. I didn't like the show because, again, I will say this for the record, the show to me was just built upon treachery. That's it. That was his main claim to fame, and it's just all treachery.
As in treacherous characters.
Treachery everywhere. The whole thing, just one word, is Game of Thrones is treachery, and you've never seen a series revel in treachery to this degree. You know what I mean? Which is cool, which made it really, really cool. The good guys hardly win, and now you don't get a satisfying ending, so whatever. It is what it is. Go to youtube.com and put in how Game of Thrones should have ended, because I've seen like 20, 30 different videos, and I have some really fun ones, and we can always hypothesize. And I'm going to end on this hilarious thing. We didn't talk about the Terminator movie that's coming out, Terminator 6. I forgot what it's called, Death or Fate, Terminator 6, whatever it's called, where, you know, there's this new thing coming out where people say, you know what, that's not canon anymore. Like, you know, Dragon Ball Super. Forget about that and let's do it again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just can't wait to do it to a TV series.
Yeah, some people do feel that they're going to get remade 10 years down the line.
Because Lord of the Rings is the TV series in production now. I think it's going to be coming out soon.
Oh, really? Okay.
So I wouldn't be surprised if someone does a better version of Game of Thrones, that because it's so epic, and you know they just do another one probably 20, 25 years from now when we're old and grey. So
we'll see.
And they rewrite it. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe they'll make it more faithful to the book, like a manga thing, right? When they redo anime, when the whole thing's
like
finished.
With Full Metal Alchemist, and all that kind of thing. Yeah, Hunter x Hunter. The one thing I will quickly say, with Game of Thrones, just to defend the production team and everything and the writers, it's always easy to attack attack someone's work when when you haven't actually got something yourself that you've done. It's always a bit rich for people to just because I can understand having some gripes, but some people have gone really gone in ham with some of the attacks, and it's like you guys have completely forgotten that these are the same guys that brought you the first amazing 6 seasons.
Sure.
So yeah, I think people are a bit too quick to do that, because you like even on Double Toasted, like
I watched Corey's breakdown. They had 2 videos.
Yeah, and then there was those, I don't know who the other guys were, but there's some people taking it so personally.
The younger guys,
Yeah, like the
I think there's one guy called Carlos.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking about.
I love that guy.
That guy was like having a breakdown, man.
I love watching reactions to people's stuff, because I'm so detached from it as well. I gave up on Game of Thrones. I've been loving just sitting back, like, you know that Michael Jackson meme of me eating the popcorn in the funny video.
I don't believe you, man.
That's me. I'm like, I'm loving this, man. I don't even watch this shit. And even there's a tiny bit of frustration. Like, if I follow this, I'll be so pissed right now.
You would be, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm so glad I jumped up. And, Catface, if you're listening, I don't want to say I was right. Nah, he's fine. I'm sure he won't even really care.
I'll be interested to hear his take on this.
I don't think he'll care. I honestly don't think he'll care that much. We will see.
Please leave another message at voiceofmail.com.